Hello, in this video I'm going to show to you how I use R to help my teaching in a pharmacokinetics course. First, assuming that there's no pharmacists or pharmacologists watching this video, I'm going to define pharmacokinetics as the study of a drug's dynamic journey through the body. So the body is responsible for absorbing the drug somehow, distributing the drug to different parts of the body itself. So for example, is the body allowing the drug in the brain, and the elimination of the drug. We don't want the drug, even therapeutic drugs, to be in the body for long. And this reflects on the plasma concentration versus time plot of for each drug and different patients. Okay, so for instance, here we have, you can see that there's a concentration rise at the beginning, and this concentration tends to drop in blood, and this will have a direct correlation with what we see in terms of clinics. So patients will potentially present side effects and toxicity if the concentration goes above levels that are toxic. The drugs may not be effective if the concentration is below the therapeutic level of concentration. Okay, so it's very important for us to understand the concentration of drug in different points in time. Now, whenever I'm teaching pharmacokinetics using books, is a struggle because textbooks are static. They have a limited number of examples. These examples are fixed, so I cannot change parameters in these examples. There's minimal annotation in this example. So as you can see here, for instance, the concentration is represented by Cp, or plasma concentration, and I cannot link to a value, a toxic level of drug, for instance. So the students need to rely on generalizing the idea from field curves and plots from books. Now, we have this abstraction, and that's a problem. On top of that, pharmacokinetics can be quite complex. We need to perform a lot of calculations. This is an example of part of the equation sheet that I use to teach pharmacokinetics to my students. Specifically in my contacts, my students, some of them struggle with the language barrier because they are international, and this obviously may lead to struggles. Now, using R, I expect at least to decrease the abstraction and the language barrier because I am able to translate the mathematical formulas and values that are found through calculations into graphs. So you can see here that by changing one parameter, in this case, volume of distribution, I can show to students how this will have an impact on different levels of concentration of the drug at different points in time. So by doing this, I normally use LIMPK as a package, and by doing this, I am not limited to textbooks, and I help students to link the parameters to actual clinical scenarios. I'm not going to cover the use of Shiny, but obviously that can be very helpful and provide a more interactive tool for the students. And that's how I use R to teach pharmacokinetics. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, please contact me.